We've got some breaking news here on the Chiefs Report, and today's video is presented by our good friends over at Manscaped. The holiday season is almost here, so you might as well get some of the best men's grooming products out there, whether it's for yourself or maybe your loved ones. Ladies, if you're watching, your men could use this. Tons of men's grooming products available, including the Lawnmower 4.0. Get 20% off plus free shipping when you go to manscaped.com and use that promo code Chiefs. All right, breaking news. NFL trade deadline set to pass here in about 5 hours at 4 o'clock Eastern time. The Chiefs have traded for Melvin Ingram, the defensive end, for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We've talked about this. Dating back to free agency, there's been mutual interest between these two parties. Chiefs have sent a sixth over to Pittsburgh, but we've known the last couple of weeks the Steelers have been shopping Ingram. Didn't seem like either party was super interested in staying in Pittsburgh, so they've had him on the trade block, and now Kansas City has made a move for a guy that, again, visited the Chiefs earlier this offseason. Remember, he was coming off that Achilles, so it was unknown if, okay, is he going to play? Is he not this year? Does the team want him? He ultimately signed with Pittsburgh, but now he lands in Kansas City, where I believe he wanted to be all along. Trade details, very simple. Melvin Ingram comes to Kansas City, and the Steelers receive a 2022 sixth-round pick. So not a major risk here from Brett Veach, the Chiefs general manager, but another draft pick that is now out of your pocket. What is your one-word reaction to this Melvin Ingram trade? Let me know down in the comments section. First word that comes to mind after seeing this Melvin Ingram trade news, go ahead and let me know. My one word is meh. It's fine. It's okay. I don't think it's a home run trade. I don't think it'll be a disastrous trade. It's okay. It's fine. I don't think he's the difference in you going to the Super Bowl, but he gives you some depth. Maybe he can start for you, and that certainly is a decent thing overall. You needed pass rush help, so he helps you do that. He's not an elite player, but he's a goodish player at this point. So meh is my one word. My other word is predicted. I told Mitchell Renz, one of our other hosts here at Chat Sports, he hosts the Raiders Report, but he's a good guy. It's all good. He also hosts NFL Daily quite a bit on our main Chat Sports YouTube channel. He asked, hey, what kind of trade could the Chiefs make? Well, they've been interested in Melvin Ingram, maybe for a fifth or a sixth. We put this video out, blockbuster trade predictions last week. That's why you should subscribe not only to the Chiefs Report here, but to our main Chat Sports YouTube channel as well. So we've been all over this. We've covered this. We've told you guys there's been interest for quite a long time. We've talked about Ingram on this channel, on our Chat Sports channel. We talked about it in free agency, and now he finally ends up being a Kansas City Chief, which I'm good with, right? Like, again, I don't think it's a mind-blowingly awesome trade, but it's certainly not a bad thing overall to add a depth pass rush piece in Melvin Ingram. So all in all, I'm fine with it. It's a passing trade, but not the greatest trade of all time or anything like that. This is why you subscribe to the Chiefs Report, because when breaking news happens, we got you guys covered. YouTube.com/ChiefsTV. Shout out to all of you who joined us for our watch party last night. That was a lot of fun, although the game was not, and the Chiefs barely win over the Giants. But Chiefs news, rumors, live streams. We go live on Mondays as well, normally at 4 o'clock Eastern, but last night just for Monday Night Football. More videos coming your way throughout the season and on into the offseason. So subscribe and don't miss any of our coverage here at the Chiefs Report. It's 100% free. Just hit that sub button. All right, so let's look at what Melvin Ingram's actually done on the football field this year. 10 tackles, 1 sack, 2 TFL, 6 QB hits. I like that number. I also like, according to Pro Football Focus, he's got 18 pressures, so that's actually pretty decent. Like, I'm not going to lie, that was more than I thought he would have. Once I saw this trade news, I was like, all right, I'm going to see what PFF has him as. They've got him at a pretty good pass grade, a little over 80. That's actually pretty solid. I like my guys to get home a little more. 1 sack isn't a ton of inspiring number to me, but again, it's a good depth piece, right? Like, I don't think he's saving your season, but I think it's a mad decent type of move. You look at the prior 5 years for Ingram when, especially 2016 to 19, he was a really solid player for the San Diego, then the LA Chargers. Had 8 sacks in 16, 10.5 in 17, 7 in each of the years after that. And then last year, this is why it took him so long to sign in free agency, because people were like, is he done? The Achilles, no sacks in the games he played in. Not exactly ideal overall, but signs with Pittsburgh, and it seems he's got a little bit of that burst back with a lot of pressures. He's just not finishing a lot of plays. You look at the trade details again. I want to ask you guys how you would grade this trade. Ingram to the Chiefs for a 6th-round pick, A, B, C, D, or F. A would mean Brett Veach knocked it out of the park. There's no way this trade could go wrong. F means it's a disaster. Melvin Ingram sucks, and you just wasted a pick for nothing. It's a C for me, right? Like, again, get your grades in. I told you guys, that passing grade. It's not awesome. It's not going to be disastrous. Do I think Ingram's going to give you 6 sacks over the final 9 games? I doubt it. Could he give you 3 or 4 and some pressures, though? Probably, and based on how this pass rush has been this year, that is certainly very, very valuable, or at least fairly valuable. So C grade, it's a passing grade, but again, if this team's going to make a run, they got to clean up the offense with the turnovers, and the defense has to play better as a whole, not just adding Melvin Ingram. Like, that's not going to fix everything on defense. We told you guys Manscaped is today's presenting sponsor, and guys, this is the leading hygiene products for men on the market. Manscaped, that's what they're all about. They've got the best men's grooming products, and you guys can get 20% off at manscaped.com when you use promo code Chiefs. I love the Lawnmower 4.0. I use it every couple of weeks to keep things trimmed and cleaned downstairs. I used to hate shaving in my, family jewels area, but guys, you got to do it, especially if you want to get a little frisky in the bedroom. There's very few women on the planet who like things very gnarly down there. Trust me. There's some out there, and if that's your thing, no big deal. That's why the 4 adjustable guards with the Lawnmower 4.0 is fantastic as well, because you don't have to go fully clean shaven. Maybe your woman likes, a little bit of a landing strip or a little bit of a layer there, but lots of different options with the Lawnmower 4.0. Plus, they launched some new products as well. They've improved their body wash. They added a shampoo product. Manscaped has all kinds of stuff that you guys should check out, and it's going to keep you nice and clean on a daily basis. Go to manscaped.com, use our promo code Chiefs. That link will be in the comments and in the description as well to get 20% off plus free shipping. So Melvin Ingram comes to the Kansas City Chiefs. We kind of talk about how he fits on this defense overall. Is he a starter? Is he a rotation guy? I could see it either way. I will say this. This is how I have the depth chart sitting right now with Ingram. I would have him opposite of Frank Clark. Hey, Frank Clark had a sack finally last night. Chris Jones moved back inside for the most part last night. Played on the edge some, but played more defensive tackle from what I could tell, and he looked a lot better. So I'm definitely excited about that. I think Ingram could start. You could see Michael Dana start and Ingram be that number 3 edge rusher. We'll have to wait and see. But I want to say this about Chris Jones. Keep him inside, please. And I think that could be part of this trade. Keep Chris Jones at that 3 technique. Jaron Reed was not giving you much, so you put him on the bench. He can rotate in some, but Chris Jones, Derek Nottie, Tershawn Wharton, Kalen Saunders, those are the defensive tackles I want to see playing. Ingram, you can start him. He can be your 3rd edge rusher opposite of Frank Clark. Hopefully Clark can build on that sack last night. He's been quiet this year. He's been a disappointment. His contract has not been good, but there's a lot of football to be played, and maybe he can build on a decent performance last night. And we need all these guys too, right? Because you look at where the Chiefs sit in sacks, it's cheeks, as Micro Mike would say. 11 sacks through 8 games. Only the Falcons are worse with 10. You got to be better than this. You got to be better. Now, the pass rush was better against the Giants, but that Giants O-line stinks, let's be honest. So, Ingram, he helps. He gives you depth. Again, it's not a home run by any means. And, again, you're not going to win this division if you continue to play the way you've been playing. I told you guys last night, if you play like that the next 3 weeks, you're going to go 0-3 because you got the Packers at home, Raiders on the road, and Cowboys at home. Trust me, if you play like you have been, you will lose all 3 of those. You're going to have to pick up your level of play, and very quickly because the schedule ramps up here. But the division's still right there. You're a game and a half back of the Raiders, and you still have 2 head-to-head matchups. So there's still time to turn on the Jets, but, man, something's got to change and change quickly. You look at the playoff picture overall. As of now, this team would not make the playoffs. They're in that bunch with 4-4 teams, New England, Cleveland, Denver, Kansas City right there. So they're a half game back of that 7 seed. They're right there in the hunt. But got to play better, man. Got to clean up the turnovers. Got to be more consistent defensively. I thought the last game and a half or so, this defense has played a little better. But is it fool's gold based on the opponents? We'll see. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. We asked you guys last night. We'll ask you again after the Melvin Ingram trade. Will the Chiefs make the playoffs? Type Y for yes. Type in for no. Get your votes in down in the comments. I continue to say, honestly, I have no idea, guys. I don't think Melvin Ingram's the reason you make the playoffs. I'll tell you that. I think Patrick Mahomes has to stop turning the football over. Travis Kelce can't be fumbling. I think the offense is going to have to play better, and the defense is going to have to at least be, serviceable, right? Can it be the 22nd best defense in the NFL, and can the offense get back to being a clear-cut top 5 offense in the league? You do that, this team will probably rally and make the playoffs. But if you continue to turn it over and not finish in the red zone and, miss tackles and have Dan Sorensen get torched, you may not make the playoffs. So we'll see. It feels very 50-50 to me. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hit that sub button. If the Chiefs make another trade today, we'll have you guys covered here on the Chiefs Report.